I told to my mentor, and I said, "Listen, I just want to have a peaceful life. I want to have quiet. I just want it to be just steady and nice." And then she looks at me and she's telling me, "Quiet, stillness will be in your grave." Right? So, so,
But why though? Like, is that self-inflicted or is that, you know,
so, man, we are human beings. We're here
yeah,
to experience all sort of feelings, whether good or bad. And sometimes when winter comes, summer will come afterwards. And
yeah.
it's a roller coaster. Like I have moments and days that I'm just not myself, but then I come back even much better.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think there's a positive in like a level of acceptance of all that. Like I said, I just went through a period of like extreme burnout, and like I'm pulling out of things left, right, and center. Like I'm stepping down. Like I had to step down from a board role. I had to pull out of a bunch of commitments. But then, like, what makes it worse is me beating myself up about it, about going, you're a failure because you have to pull out of these commitments. And I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and he was kind of saying, like, maybe you're just a chaotic person and you're going to have these wild swings of trying to take over the world, and then you're going to burn out and you're going to have a season of relaxation, and you're doing yourself more harm by actually beating yourself up over this. So like maybe your authentic self, or you like, is these chaotic swings, and you've just got to accept that you're going to have to sign up to a bunch of shit and pull out of a bunch of shit, because that's just the chaotic person you are, and you're doing more harm to yourself by beating yourself up over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's tough. It's really tough. Those cycles that we put ourselves in, those mental cycles, it's really sometimes takes a toll on us. It's
Mm.
I know exactly what you talk about. It's sometimes it's really even difficult to explain what you feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it helps. I mean, so how do you think about, I guess, mental health, emotional control, and that kind of stuff in relationship to entrepreneurship? I mean, how do those things connect for you?
I think emotional control is the most fundamental uh, roots when it comes to entrepreneurship. So you want to be succeed in anything you do, you gotta control yourself, right? And emotions, it's everything. Our mind is full of emotions. It could be there are some people who live in a constant fear 24/7, but actually 24/7. There are some people who are more stable, some people less, some people more. Depends how our emotions are controlled, how we know how to control our mind and to observe ourselves. That's how I see it. Like you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to know how to control your mind, basically, eventually.
Hmm.
Yeah. But it's really something. Emotions, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I know it's funny. Like if you look at both your story and my story, as far as like what led us to focusing on mental health and these kind of things, I think it's like, you obviously have quite an extreme story where you went through something extremely traumatic, and that kind of forced you to start focusing on these kind of things. And I'm the same. Like I'll take on so much in the business and my life that I get to the point where I have a complete mental breakdown, and then I need to kind of really focus in and dial in on a lot of these mental health stuff. And I don't know, I think there's an interesting correlation, but like, so I'm sober, and I think there's an interesting correlation between like this concept in alcoholism where like it's interesting, like you have to hit rock bottom before you actually do anything about it.